I'm holding two American Bock beers.
I've got two German Bock beers.
We're going to rate each one of these, but there can only be
one winner.
It's time for Beer Guys TV, so grab a cold one and a snack, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show.
Looks like we got a battle of the Bocks.
Oh yeah, battle of the Bocks, huh?
We have a boxing match.
Okay, it's a Bock Fest. Who's going to win?
I don't know, but we're going to find out.
Welcome to Beer Guys TV, Greg and Shane, and we have got a Bock Fest going on here. This will be fun.
This will be fun. You know, this is the season for Bocks.
It is.
Early spring, late winter, early spring kind of thing.
Yep. Because then you kind of go, you got a lot of Bock Fests coming up and actually getting ready to go.
Yeah.
People are getting their pokers ready.
They're getting their pokers ready. And if you don't know what that means is a lot of times it's been a tradition, I guess, for a long time.
Schell's in Minnesota really is big on that poking the beer thing.
Yeah, you put, of course, a beer in a glass. A Bock beer. Mm-hmm. It works best with a Bock.
Yeah,
something that caramelizes.
It can work with some other ones too, but Bock is kind of the key.
Then you take a metal stick. It's maybe sitting in the fire for a long time. It's red hot when you pull it out and you poke the beer.
Yep.
Right, and it foams up. And we've had actually, you can go on our channel and check out some of the older videos. We've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
And it gives it a really fun, marshmallowy flavor.
Yeah, it mellows it out.
Yeah,
it's
nice,
really
smooth foam.
Yeah, you got to wait till your beer cup is about halfway down, though. Otherwise, you're gonna you'll have an
foam avalanche.
Yeah, a foam avalanche. I like it.
Foam avalanche. Okay, so Greg, what did you pick up here?
Well, I've got several, obviously, and it was hard to choose. But so I kind of went with some of the popular ones and some that just sounded kind of good. Of course, you couldn't go wrong with Schell's Brewing out of New Ulm, Minnesota. Their Bock is really a traditional German Bock right there. And then we went from there to Ayinger out of Germany, very popular. This is called their Celebrator, and this one sounds good. Don't know till we try. I've not ever tried. I have tried this one in the past, but not the rest. But this is the Doppelbock, and we'll talk more about that after a bit. And then we got from Paulaner. Now we're used to them with their Oktoberfest and their Hefeweizen and stuff. Yes. But this is the Salvator, and that sounded really good. And I thought, well, let's try something else. Out of Kansas City, Missouri, Boulevard Brewing has Dark Crater, and it's a Doppelbock that is barrel-aged in bourbon barrels. So,
wow.
Yeah, and it gets up there on 12.5% on the ABV on that one. So we're going to pace ourselves on this. Okay. We may not finish them because we both have to drive home. So as we say, never drink and drive, always use a DD. But we'll taste them all for sure. And our game plan is we'll give them each the buy it, try it, or skip it, right?
Yeah, we're going to rate each one, our Beer Guys rating. And then at the end, we're going to choose what we would want on hand.
Yeah, out of these, if I had to choose one as my favorite, what would it be? Shane will pick his, I'll pick mine. Will it be the same, different?
You don't know.
You'll find out.
We don't know.
We don't know because we're ready to go. Real quick about Bock beers. If you're kind of new, if you've been around the beer world, I'm sure you're probably well aware of most of this. But it's a tradition that started way back in the 1800s, I think it was, in Germany.
I think older than that. I mean,
it could be maybe 1400s. I don't know, way back. But before they even really added hops to beer very much, they started this. It was called Einbeck.
It's actually in Einbeck, Germany, is where it's started.
Yeah, and then it kind of transformed. That actually means, and I believe my goat or something goat. That's you'll notice there's a goat or a ram on a lot of the labels of these type of beers. I don't know if any of these have them on, but and I always wondered what the goat was all about. But it's Bock is like goat in German.
Well, the town's name was Einbeck, but it turned into Einbach.
Okay.
Bach must mean goat.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
So
that's my guess. I don't know German too well, but we have some German friends.
And you Zeppelin. Hello.
Well, yeah, there is some German there too.
I got a little German blood too, so I got no excuse. But yeah, so.
Well, and then the other thing too is monks seem to brew at this time of year, or it's kind of said that monks brewed this during Lent, you know, because they gave up.
Yeah, I think there was Father something celebration, and then it evolved into Lent and all that. So Bocks became very popular, and it came over to America as well. And breweries like that are authentic German breweries like Schell's adopted the old German style of brewing, and and usually most of them only use two different types of malts, the Vienna malts or the Munich malts. Some will add caramel malts and others as well. So it's a darker Bock is usually a stronger, a little bit heavier,
darker beer,
darker beer,
darker flavor.
It's a lager generally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let's try. Let's start these.
Should we start with Shells?
Well, yeah. Let's start this off with
Now,
Shells.
These probably aren't the premier cups to use, folks, but we got so many to use, and we don't have all the glassware to go along with it. So. Our dishwasher's on vacation,
which is you.
Yeah, I know. I'm always on vacation. Ask Carol. Yeah, look at that. Look at the hue on that.
Okay. That's pretty.
Yeah, it is. Very amberish. Little bit of carbonation there. A little bit of head.
Let me see that can. I'm gonna.
Smells malty.
Yeah.
6.1% on the ABV, in case you're wondering, and roughly 24 IBUs. So they won't be big on the IBUs. There's not a real hop presence on Bock beers. And you can sure smell the malt, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells good.
It does smell good.
Yeah.
It's like it smells light.
Yeah.
Like not overly not like a porter or stout is
right.
Really dark
and that's,
aroma.
Yep.
This is lighter than that.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you expect from a Bock. It's a little more stronger, a little bit darker, but it's not real like an IPA would be Kapow.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing like that. Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's give her a taste.
We got a few to go. Very pleasant.
It is. I like Bock beers. This one, a hint of sweetness, which that's in a Bock beer anyway.
I think you're going to find that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming on the rest as well.
Yeah, and some pretty good maltiness to this one.
Yep, leaves a little bit of. You can get the lagery finish to it.
Yeah. All right. I like that one. Let's try the next one.
I'm going to try to put these in the order so I don't mess them up.
Yeah, don't mess those up.
No. All right.
I won't mess mine up for sure.
You promise?
I promise.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm going left to right just like the bottles are.
Aren't you the smart one? That's why he's the producer. Comes all the way to Glencoe, in the basement here of the building.
In the BeerGuysTV studios.
There you go. All right, this is the Ayinger Celebrator. 6.7% on the ABV, 20-ish on the IBUs. They say it can change every batch each year, just to maybe off just a little bit because they adjust the hops a little bit and stuff like that. So anyway, but the finest Bavarian Doppelbock from Ayinger, so it says. We'll find out.
Well, let's take a gander at that. Wow, it's a little darker.
This one's a little darker.
Okay.
There are several types of Bocks, as we were talking about. Probably
that bottle. I'm gonna.
Yeah. There's My Bock, which is early spring, and that's a little bit lighter generally.
Okay.
My Bocks, you got your standard Bocks like we just had from Schell's. Now we're getting into the Doppelbocks, which double. These are generally stronger and a little bit darker, as we can see. And there's Weizenbock, which is made with wheat. And then there's Eisenbach.
Yeah, and that one, so in Eisenbach, they freeze the beer.
Yeah, which
they pull the ice off, and then what's left is the stronger stuff. But
because the water's been pulled out of it. Yeah, I guess that's kind of give you a little.
You won't need to try one of them one time, huh?
Well, it smells similar, but a little bit more roastier, a little bit caramelier.
Yeah, more roast, a little sweeter actually.
At least on the nose. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see.
That is lovely.
That is wow.
Yeah.
That's tasty.
That's almost it reminds me of a cola that's not sweet.
Yeah,
if just a cola soda pop.
Yeah.
It's it reminds me of that a lot.
Yeah. I get some caramely toffee like notes off of there maybe.
Actually the aroma smells like cola. The flavor, of course, without it being all sugar, it doesn't taste like a cola, but it reminds me of it.
That is. Now, are we going to do our try by it, skip it at the end, or are we going to do that first and then?
No, we'll do it along the line.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, we didn't do the shells yet.
No, at the end.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right. Got it.
But we'll go down the line.
No.
Yeah.
It's all coming together, Shane.
Hey, these are not scripted, and they're not. We don't practice.
No,
and,
we just.
I mean, we tell it like it is, and that's our.
Yeah, we don't always say what people want to hear because we don't. If somebody, hey, try this beer, we call it the way we taste it.
That's right. I'm going to get the next one pouring while you're
I'm still babbling and talking about Eisenbachs and Weizenbachs and Doppelbocks and my box, and your box, everybody's box.
Well, this is a boxing match, so
hey, who's going to win?
Right?
This is good.
All right, so this one is Paulaner Salvator Double-Bock.
Yeah, this also obviously out of Germany. They're noted for doing a lot of good beers, and I've heard good things about this, but I've not tasted it myself. I'm gonna have me a pretzel. I'm gonna cleanse my palate just a little bit because I don't want to get too much overflow here. But
I'm going right in. Well, that's got a different aroma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of almost in between those two.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. It's
Yeah.
It's not real strong. It's actually pretty mellow.
Yeah. But caramel notes, maybe more toffee.
Yeah. Not real strong in the malty though. I expected it to be malty.
Right.
But
Right.
Again, maybe as a Doppelbock, I don't know.
Oh wow.
Can't wait to let me find out what these old wowing about here. Oh wow.
I told him.
You did.
You know what? We're gonna pause just for a second. Go get yourself a beer and join us on this journey here.
Yeah. If you got something in the fridge that's kind of maybe something out of the ordinary, or whatever.
And if you have a Bock, pick that.
Yeah. That's yeah.
So this one is very interesting as well. This is going to be a tough decision. To pick one right now.
The mouth feels a little bit different.
Yeah.
At least a dry finish.
It's a drier finish than Ayinger.
Yep.
But wow, it's going to be a tough one because now again these are all different, right?
Yeah.
The Double-Bocks or Doppelbocks.
Yeah.
This one's barrel aged. The Schell's is just a straight up Bock. So it's kind of not like in the same category. These two are probably more similar than anything.
Yeah.
But boy, it's going to be tough to decide on one.
The overall winner of the boxing match. Yeah, it will be tough.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. He's going in, folks.
I'm going to get this one going for us.
And one thing is people ask, well, these dark beers, what temperature should I serve these at? Well, these are best 48 to 50 degrees. You might say that sounds kind of warmish, but it really opens up and the flavor is just comes alive.
Exactly.
And I think you'll appreciate that. I know when I was younger, colder the better, but you're drinking pretty crappy beer. So
pretty thin, pretty light. I'm gonna grab your glass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, go ahead. The colder beer kind of hides some of those bad flavors, and you'll find if those cheap beers you let them warm up, they get kind of gnarly.
Yeah.
So,
but the maltier the beer or the darker the beer, you want them to be a little warmer.
Yeah.
Because the flavors come out better.
You find that a lot in the porters and stouts and what have you too. You don't want them ice cold by any means.
So this is the Boulevard Crater. This is the barrel aged.
Yep, it's been in bourbon barrels. If I have any notes on that, just I 12.5% on the ABV.
Oh, goodness.
20 IBUs. So not real big on the IBUs, but she's potent.
Yeah.
Smells a little boozy.
Yeah, I mean, this one, I've got just a couple notes. Rich and roasty malt flavors with hints of chocolate and coffee, medium-bodied and moderate bitterness. But it's barrel-aged, and...
So you're probably going to pick up some of that whiskey-ish,
pick up some of
booziness to it, maybe. We'll see. Sometimes it's hid well, sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
I kind of smell some, like stone fruit.
Might be a little bit.
Some dark fruits. That's like plums and apricots and things like that.
Yep.
Oh,
okay.
No, that's different. It's got some sweetness to it.
It does have sweetness to it, and in fact, it has the bourbon aftertaste.
Yep. I think it lingers on the back of the tongue.
Yeah.
And
it's but it's very, I don't know, I'm gonna say almost very sweet, not like candy sweet, but like bourbon sweet.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of raisin. That raisiny kind of, maybe. Not really molassesy. I guess that wouldn't be.
Well, no, I'd pick up molasses. Yeah.
Okay.
Raisin and molasses there.
Okay.
For sure.
It's not just me. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a sipper.
Yeah.
I can see this one going well with a cigar. Yeah. But it's a you're at home by the campfire in the backyard, just enjoying the evening, and
just you in a crater.
Yes, you in a dark crater. I tell you,
you're going to end up in one. You drink too many of those. 12.5%. But the 20 IBUs. I'm not picking up on hardly any IBU here. But that's overshadowed by the other.
Yeah, none of them I pick up a lot.
Yeah, just enough for some balance, I suppose.
Yep.
And that's very good. And again, Boulevard Brewing out of Kansas City. They've been around for a long time. We've done some of their beers in the past, especially their wheat beer has been very popular for many years.
Yeah.
And always been wanting to go through their brewery sometime down there, but my timing's always been off when I've been in Kansas City. So one of these days. But Boulevard, they make a lot of really interesting beers, a lot of one tank specialties, and this is wow. This is going to be difficult. I thought this was going to be easy. It ain't.
I'll bring that can over here.
Okay.
I'll get these lined up again.
All right.
So
taking one to the gut and one to the head.
It's getting there.
Body blow.
Yeah, we might have to go another round.
Yeah, I like it.
So we've got the Schell's Bock, we've got Ayinger Celebrator Double-Bock or Doppelbock.
Yep.
We have Paulaner Salvator.
Yeah, it's the Doppelbock.
Yep, and then we have Boulevard's Dark Crater. That's also a Double-Bock.
Yep, Double-Bock, that's barrel-aged, in bourbon barrels,
So, okay.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to go through, we're going to rate each one of these.
As we do with all of our beers, try it, buy it, or skip it. That's we keep it simple. The 1 to 10 thing it's just difficult. 1 to 5, we used to do steins and stars and the whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is simple and to the point. If we think it's bad, we'll give it, in our opinion, we'll give it a skip it. And if it's something, hey, this is something you should have in the fridge, it's a buy it.
Right.
If it's something like, it's not bad. Some will like it, some maybe not as much, then it's worth a try. So that's our opinion. Let us know what you think. And we'll go from there. So, all right, we're going to run down the line with our try it, buy it, skip it.
We are.
Okay, starting on this end?
Yeah, we'll start on this end with the Shells.
Now, this is going to be difficult. Now, we're just reviewing this in this particular part, and then we'll pick our favorite of the bunch.
So these are going to be reviewed in its own categories. So again, this is a Bock.
So
this is a Double-Bock.
Yeah.
These are two different styles. So compare this to other Bocks that you've had.
It's a buy it.
Okay.
It's a good solid. You can't go wrong with it. If at the worst, it's a strong try it. So I'd say if you like Bocks, and if you haven't tried one, this is certainly a one to start out. Schell's always does a great job. Good folks down there. And this is no exception. And this really goes back to their German heritage.
Yeah.
August Schell, they came here from Germany. They started that brewery down there, a long time ago. Second oldest family-owned brewery in America.
Yeah. In the 1800s.
Yeah.
I don't have the details.
And they survived a lot down there. Prohibition, the Indians deal and all that. And and it's always a fun trip. When we're in New Ulm, Minnesota, we always got to pop in there.
Oh, yeah.
See what's new. And
so buy it?
It's a buy it for me.
Okay. I concur. It's also a buy it for me. Yeah. I like their box. I like other box too, but Schell's is pretty exceptional on their box, and this one is very delicious. So yeah, it's a buy it from me.
So all the way around on that one. So far we're 100% buy it. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. What's next?
Now we got the Ayinger Celebrator.
Okay. I'll start on this one.
Okay. I think I know.
Okay, this one, the Ayinger Celebrator, for me, it's a buy it. Yeah.
Shocker!
It's a definite buy it. It's delicious. I have never had this, and I've not had a bock that tastes like this. It's just very cola, but beer, beer cola.
Beer cola. Beer cola.
Yeah. Does that come from Germany too? Or is that more of a
I believe it's kind of like that Switzerland thing.
Okay.
With the what you call it, the longhorn, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, it's definitely a buy it. I like the caramelness. I like the cola notes in this.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
It's
It's a buy it for me too. I know. I was like, man, I don't know. This is a tough one because they're all good. I mean, I don't know. I guess it does leave a faint bitterness at the end, which doesn't bother me. Some won't like. If you don't like lagers, then maybe that would play into it. But
I don't get the lageriness of so the sweetness to me in a bock doesn't scream lager.
No.
It hides what you might consider like the lager yeast that they use. That's what kind of gives some bitterness at the end of let's say the back end of a swallow.
Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of that.
Yeah, maybe a hint, but it's hidden more by the maltiness and the sweetness.
There's enough up front there that it's a buy it.
Yeah, it's a okay. We got two buy its.
All right, well, let's move on now to
the Paulaner
Salvator, 7.9%, 18 IBUs on this one. So again, the IBUs are just in there to help for some balance. You won't really pick up on that much at all.
You can start this one.
Okay. Nice mouthfeel. Slight tinge of bitterness at the end, but again, it's well hidden by the sweetness and the molasses. I get a little bit of molasses to that.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Buy it. I don't.
Wow.
I know. I don't know. It's good. I've never had it before, but I'm I'm impressed. That's a good beer.
It is a good beer.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a buy it as well.
Oh, okay.
I know. That's what's going to make this tough, at least between these three.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much an even up match here.
Yeah.
We're buying it.
It's going to take that sneaky right hook. The haymaker's got to come in.
Oh boy.
Yeah, look out for the haymaker.
Maybe this one. You never know, right?
That's a good solid beer, and these beers, because they are Doppelbocks, at least these three, are meant. They're not session beers. They're not something you sit around. We don't advocate pounding back a bunch and getting.
These you want to enjoy. These are beers that are full of flavor.
Yep.
And you're going to sit back and enjoy them.
Yep.
And if you're not going anywhere, you can enjoy a couple of them.
Yeah. But certainly, if you are going somewhere, have that DD. Yeah. So
okay, so
all right, here we go with the
Boulevard,
the crater, the dark crater. Yeah. It's got a lot. Like I say, it's got some of those dark fruit kind of smell on the nose.
To me, a little plum. Yeah, almost.
That sweetness in the flavors.
Yeah, you close your eyes. It's some vanilla.
Yeah, a little, yeah, oh yeah,
Some vanilla in there.
kind of like vanilla. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, and like I get almost a little bit of raisin, maybe a titch of molasses, and it's definitely got some sweet. It's got more sweetness than the other ones.
It does. It's the sweetest of all of these.
Yep, and then like you say, but yet you get that bourbon barrel aging out of that whiskiness, if you will, so out of it. But it's not distracting. It's I think it adds to the flavor. Well, what's your rating there, Mr. Zeppelin? Try it by its
again. I'm going to say that plum, molasses, raisin, those aromas, and then the flavor is the same, but then it's got that heat at the end.
Yep, I get a little caramel too.
Yeah, it's caramely for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, caramely.
Yep.
This one, I hate to say it.
I think I know where you're going.
It's a buy it.
Did I pick good?
You picked well. You picked well, sir.
Okay. Well. But for
and
me,
you?
For me though, on this one, it's going to be a buy it. I don't know how you don't. I don't know how you don't say a buy it on this one. Yeah, this is like a this is for the heavyweight championship of the world. I think.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
This is tough.
This is a tough one.
Now, this is where it gets. This is what you've been hanging around for, folks. Which is our favorite? Which is what's my favorite? What's Shane's favorite?
It's going to take a little bit more tasting of each for me.
Yeah. Okay. I got to kind of mentally now clear the board. If I have to pick one of these, what's my favorite? You know, the hard part is there's different things to factor in this. Which one, if I was going to be out and about and enjoy it, like if I, which one would I have? Or if I was going to sit home by the fire, which one? I don't know.
No, you can only pick one. Doesn't matter where you are.
I know it.
But before we do that,
yes,
remember to like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. We really appreciate that. And it helps us out a lot.
And certainly, and it really does. And if you can leave a comment of any kind, and we reply to our comments all the time.
Have you tried any of these beers? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Which ones? Have you tried the Boulevard? Have you tried the Paulaners?
Yep.
Celebration, of course, Shells. Anybody?
Yep.
Leave it yours in the comment. And if you have one that you like even better than these, put that in the comments below.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them out there, and there's no shortage. So.
No, there's a lot of boxes.
Yeah. So, but that kind of stuff really helps us out a lot too. We appreciate that. So, like us, subscribe us, and comment. And okay.
All right, I'm going back.
Okay, I'm going to make one quick little sipping
round here.
Can't go wrong with that. This is a tough one.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's good. But they're good in their own right.
They are.
They got.
They're all buy-its, obviously.
Yeah, and they all got their own nuances that make them different from the other one.
I'm really hoping Greg picks the opposite one I picked, so I can have the rest of what's in the bottle.
Oh, yeah. You gonna take me home?
Yeah.
I'll call Carol.
There you go.
She'd come get me. She would. Boy, that's good too. Oh boy, can I make you go first? Well, I gotta have a pretzel. Cleansing my palate.
It's a really tough one for me.
Well,
it really is.
This is the championship of the world.
This is the championship of the world.
At least in the Beer Guys TV world. So here on BGTV, we keep our things, in our own little world here. So,
okay, so.
If you could pick one beer. They said, Shane, you know what? This is the only beer you can have during
during the box season.
Box season.
During the box season.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, to the moon.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one, and me,
you pick one. Don't tell me. I'll pick mine, and then
that's a good idea.
And then we'll blow them out.
Okay, sounds good. I've
On
got
the count
mine.
of 3, kind of a thing.
All right, I've got mine picked out.
Do you? You got it? You sure?
I do.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. I'm torn between 2.
I'm torn between 4.
Well, there is that. I've narrowed it to 2. How about that?
Okay.
All right, I've got it.
Okay.
How about we grab the bottle of the beer that or container?
Oh, that's a good idea. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
The one that I choose is, and the one that you choose is.
Oh,
look at that!
Hey!
Wow.
Well, there's different reasons.
There's different reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this would definitely be a one, and like you said earlier, a sipper, because at 12.5%, you got to kind of pace yourself on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the flavor profile comes through so nice. I get that little bit of booziness, which, not that you want booziness, but it's not. Sometimes that can be overpowering. So we've had some barrel aged stuff that's just like, it cleans out the sinuses. This one doesn't do that. I like it that it's got that raisiny, caramely, toffee, molasses. It's just a nice sipper. This would be a nice one if you're just going to have one in the evening and enjoy it during the box season.
Yeah.
That's my choice.
All right. So I like this one for the same reasons, except this one doesn't have the booziness.
Yeah.
So this one's got the same caramely, kind of raisiny, a hint of molasses.
Mm-hmm.
Not as sweet, but it doesn't have the booze kick.
Yeah.
I think this is a very well done bock.
Yeah.
I think Ayinger is a very well done bock. Of course, Schell's. I mean, they're all very well done bocks. But this is the one I would choose if I had to just have one through the entire box season.
Yeah.
It would be this one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can have like 2 of these to every one of those.
Well, that's true. There is that.
But no, I do like this as well. But hey, that's quite the
good job by all.
Quite the boxing match here.
It was. It was indeed. Yeah, and you didn't have to lay an egg.
That's right. You didn't have to lay an egg.
Oh wow!
Wow, they're all very good.
Yeah. And I would. I know there's some others out there that he can only do so many, right? And we'd like to try those too. But again, as Shane mentioned, if you've tried some others, leave them in the comments below. We really appreciate that, and that helps us out. So again, that was tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Hey, if you like this video, check out the video that's going to pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
At the end of this video, and see if you like that one as well.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Meanwhile,
is it that
it's
time?
That
Shane?
time.
We both picked the same beer.
Look at that, huh? Until next time,
beers to ya. Clink. Boxing.
Look at that.
That was, wow, that was.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. Remember to check out Beer Guys TV on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.
The Germans do it really well.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. Yeah, they kind of got it figured out.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such a good beer, and so is this one. But this one is as well, and then of course this one here is a great take on it, right? Another dimension.
Yeah.
That it adds. We'll have just a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
I'll save you some because you know.
Don't worry. There's other options.
Only about one, huh?
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know. That's something. You know how it is. You buy a couple, and they're like, "Oh,
Shoot.
mm.
Now the other one's going to sit.
Yeah. What have I done?
Greg, do you know what we have here?
What have we got?
You know what this is?
What?
It's a bock.
What's this?
A bock.
What's this?
A bock.
And
A bock.
what are you, a chicken?
Buck, 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 buck.
You gonna lay an egg?
We'll see if one of these beers does.
Okay. That was kind of good.
Yeah, it's off the cuff.
That's weird. Well, that's fun.